Napoleon Hill said that whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. There's so much truth behind that. What we believe that we can do really dictates what we are capable of. Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. I want to continue the conversation on belief. On Wednesday, I shared some of the conversation I had with Todd Stottlemyre. He was talking about belief and vision, and he shared some stories about Dave Stewart when he came to the Blue Jays and whatnot. So powerful. Thank you for sharing that with us, Todd. And again, that replay is in the Confident Athlete Program Expert Series. If you want to catch that, go check that out. But I want to continue on the topic of belief. You know, on the Jeff Heggie show, I recently had Jon Gordon on the show. And as I was thinking this week about what Todd had said about belief, I was really just kind of thinking about different things on the whole topic. And Jon talked about belief in our conversation as well. And I want to share some of the things that he talks about, because it's just the same track as what Todd was talking about. What we believe is our reality. It is what we can accomplish based on what we really believe. And it changes us as people. It changes what we're capable of doing. And one of the things I love, you're going to hear him say it, is leadership is a transfer of belief. Whether you're talking about a sports team, whether you're talking about business, family, whatever it is, leadership is transferring your belief to your team. So what I want to do is I want to play you a bit from my conversation with Jon, and then I'll be back in a moment. One of the things you talk about around Clemson is belief. You want to talk about the importance of belief?
Yeah, it's everything. You first have to believe it. And if you believe it, you then can create it. So often we say, I'll see it when, I'll believe it when I see it. No, when you believe it, you'll see it. And so the belief comes first, and that allows you to create what you want to create. And Dabo Swinney built his program on belief. Everything was about belief. He believed in his players more than they believed in themselves. He believed Clemson could be a powerhouse program. He believed they could be a national championship. He was all about belief. And leadership is a transfer of belief. So every day you're transferring your belief to your players. If you're a coach, you're transferring your belief to them. I think about my own story. As a young athlete in high school, I'm a basketball player. 9th grade, also played football. And the lacrosse coach saw me play basketball in the 9th grade team, freshman team. And he came up to me afterwards and said, "Hey, I think you should play lacrosse." So I said, "Okay, sounds good." So I go out for the lacrosse team. Couldn't catch, couldn't throw the first couple of days of practice. First time ever playing. It was so awkward. I thought it was going to be a lot easier because it looked easy. But then all of a sudden you have to catch and throw, and it's hard with the sticks and everything. And so I went up to coach after about the 3rd day of practice. And I said, "Coach," I said, "I'm not going to play lacrosse. I'm going to go out for the baseball team. I think that is better for me." He said, "No, you're not quitting." I said, "No, coach, I'm quitting. I'm not going to play lacrosse. I can't even catch and throw." He goes, "Jon, you're not quitting." He said, "One day you're going to play in college. One day you're going to play in the Ivy League." I had no idea what the Ivy League was, and I never thought about playing lacrosse in college. Never even crossed my mind, and really didn't even think about playing football in college. Well, fast forward several years, I wind up playing my senior year. Junior year, I don't even see the field. Sophomore year, I have a hernia. Junior year, I sat so much and watched a lot of good players, though. And Dan Donnelly was one of those players, and he would go to UNC to play lacrosse at North Carolina. So I remember seeing Dan one time over the summer and said, "Dan, I want to play in college, I think, perhaps." And because now I'm a senior. I said, "What do I need to do?" He said, "Work the wall every day." Actually, I'm a junior. He goes, "Work the wall every single day." So going into my senior, work the wall, practice, work the wall, and just work on your stick. So I did. Every day I worked the wall. I worked on my stick. I got better. I improved. Told coach, I want to play this season. I want to start this season. He laughed at me, said, "Yeah, right." Because I wasn't that great the year before. I was a good athlete, but not a good lacrosse player. Well, I said, "Coach, just give me a chance. I've been working on my game." He goes, "We'll see." He finally gives me a chance. I wound up playing really well the first couple of games. First game, I think I had 3 goals, won most of my face-offs, truly dominated. We go on to win all county, make all county, and win a bunch of awards that year. Got a couple of scholarships and just had an amazing season. Richie Moran recruited me to play at Cornell University, an Ivy League school, and I played lacrosse at Cornell. And so Tony Chiazza, my 9th grade lacrosse coach, changed the course of my life by his belief in me, his investment in me, and then getting me to believe in myself. And then I would go to Cornell and had an incredible time there, an incredible experience that would literally change the course of my life. And I can all trace it back to that one coach. You talk about that one coach, that one person who believed in me. Let's also talk about the power of belief just in general everyday life. My wife, Catherine, who you've had on the podcast, about a few weeks ago, she's walking around the house and she's complaining that she's sore and she says she's getting old and my body's just not the same as it used to be. And she's like feeling like, like crickety and like old and tired. And then I go to speak and I come back after a couple of days of the speaking, from the speaking engagement. And I come back and all of a sudden she's got a pep in her step. She doesn't look old anymore. She doesn't look tired. She doesn't feel that way. She's not like walking around like all energized and all feeling good. And I'm like, all right, what's going on here? Like, what have you taken? Like, what's up here? She said, no, I just talked to the nutritionist the other day. She was doing a whole program and testing program with this company called Own It, where they test everything, your cellular level, your genes, DNA, blood work, you name it, like the most advanced testing known to man. She was doing it. And then she gets on a call with the health coach and the nutritionist, and they tell her everything about the test. And during that call, they said, this is really interesting. It's very rare. You actually have the genes of an Olympic athlete. You have what only Olympic athletes have. So all of a sudden, Catherine goes, I am an Olympic athlete. So now she's walking around the house like, man, I'm this Olympic athlete. I feel good. I feel energy. It was so funny. Like, I'm telling you, she was like a different person because someone said you have the genes of an Olympic athlete and she believed it. And now she was projecting that and walking around. She's like, okay, when are we going to go play tennis? Because, I'm an Olympic athlete. So let's go play tennis. And she was ready to compete. No more feeling tired, not feeling down. Incredible. What changed? Think about what changed. The only thing that changed was her belief. Right. That's what changed. So belief is a powerful thing.
All right. There's so much great stuff in there, all based on what you believe in yourself, what you believe you're capable of doing. Like Todd said on his interview the other day, whatever you believe you can, you're right. You believe you can't, you're right. Going back to Napoleon Hill's quote, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. So what is it that you truly want? Do you believe you can achieve that thing? It's the first step of achieving everything, is you've got to have the belief that you can do it. If you set some fantastic goals that you're excited about, but in your own heart, you don't believe you can do it, you're not going to do it. Work on your belief. Figure that out. That's why part of our daily routine with the mindset journal is going through all of these things, going through the mindset questions every morning, every evening, to help solidify that belief, help solidify what we're doing and make it a part of our life. If you don't have the mindset questions, go to coachheggie.com/mindset questions and get those. But really want you to focus on what your belief is. Really think about what you're trying to achieve and do you believe you can do it? All right, it's Friday, same thing we do every Friday. What is it that you committed to on Monday that you've got to be accountable to? Did you do what you said you're going to do that's going to help you have a successful week and get closer to your bigger goals? Be accountable. Leave a comment, send a DM, whatever you want to do, but be accountable. If you don't have an accountability partner or accountability coach, contact me. I can get you set up because it's a big part of your success story is your accountability. Are you doing what you said you're going to do? All right. Have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. Again, going back, go check out the Confident Athlete Program. Go to confidentathleteprogram.com/membership. And we just had a great call in the entrepreneur coaching group tonight. Go check that out. Go to coachheggie.com/entrepreneur. Come and join us there as well. Thanks, and I'll see you on Monday. Athletes put a lot of time, money, and effort into the physical aspect of their sport, but they often neglect the mental game. And the mental game, it's just as important as the physical. In fact, it's often the differentiating factor between good and great athletes. If you really want to reach your full potential, if you want to be a great athlete, you've got to pay attention to the mental game. Now, come and join us in the Confident Athlete Program, where you're going to learn how to develop powerful mindset, extreme self-confidence, and really take your game to the next level. Come and check us out at confidentathleteprogram.com/membership. Who you surround yourself with really does matter. The people you associate with and spend time with have a huge impact on who you become and what you do in your life. Hi, my name is Jeff Heggie, and I want to tell you about my Inner Circle Mastermind group. This is a group that's designed to surround you with like-minded high achievers who will help you to think bigger and amplify the performance of your business and your life while tearing down all the barriers that are holding you back. A mastermind is the fastest way to get you to the next level. If you're ready to network and connect with other successful entrepreneurs and influencers, go to coachheggie.com/mastermind.